Knowledge bomb.
One of the pitfalls I want to try to avoid is sort of this idea where I'll do something like read an article in the New York Times about how the pharmaceutical companies use cheerleaders to sell their drugs. And then all of a sudden I run around going, the pharmaceutical companies are hiring cheerleaders to, hoodwink doctors. And just because I read an article, then I'll get a bunch of emails from people who actually sell pharmaceuticals, and they'll go, hey, jackass, it's just not the way it works. Because guess what? There's more than just one story, and there's more than just one point of view to a whole bunch of my opinions and thoughts. So I think Hunter and I are going to do our best to be as fair, not only to the debate out there, but also to bring you the ideas that really matter, Hunter, right? I mean, because, I'll equate it with fighting. I know this is weird, but like if I were to say, if you said, I want to learn how to fight, and then somebody said, all right, I'm going to teach you how to punch, I'm going to teach you how to kick. So kick, now punch, throw your hands. And I gave you the mechanics of punching. And then I said, I'm going to teach you how to do a double leg. That's fine. But if you didn't know how to put it all together, if you didn't know how to set it up, if you didn't know how to understand distance, if you didn't understand feints and parries and blocks and angles and the comprehensive idea theory behind, say, boxing or wrestling or mixed martial arts or whatever, you'd be lost. So our job here is to try to figure out a way to give you a good educational foundation. That's a tall order, and I'm no one to do this, but I think Hunter's qualified, and I think that I'm going to be, I guess, shepherded myself in that direction, and hopefully you'll learn through my example and through my experience. I think that's a fair way to put it, right, Hunter?
Well, I think, this sort of, for me, this comes a lot out of our shared experience in terms of growing up, where you move all around the world and you hear all these people and they're like, this is the way the world works, right? Allah created everything, and if everybody would just be a Muslim, then all of our problems would be solved. And then you move to another country and suddenly, you hang out with a bunch of people who are all bankers and all this sort of stuff, and they're like, here's the real deal. Here's how we solve all the world's problems. We do this, this, this. We need to do this with interest rates, whatever. And you're like, okay, I don't really fully understand that, but you seem smart and I really like your suit.
Yeah.
But there's just, and now in the United States, you just have so many different competing opinions. Like,
well, look at nutrition. I mean,
yeah.
Sorry, but this is, in Los Angeles, I have a group of friends that swear by this ketosis diet where they eat just protein and fat, and they eat enormous amounts of meat and cheese and avocados, and they feel amazing. Mm-hmm. And then the other camp are vegans who don't touch animal protein and swear that they feel amazing and give you all kinds of scientific reasons why eating just plants is better for you, while the other side says, bullshit, we're cavemen, we're made to eat animals, and here's the scientific evidence behind it, blah, blah, blah. Listen to this 10 podcasts. And so it goes. And so if you're, I believe in moderation, let's just be in the middle. But if you are looking for answers, you can get very confused. There's a lot of noise out there. And that includes, how are we supposed to think and talk about Islamic fundamentalism, Islam in general, Judaism, the economy? Why is 90% tax rate not good for the economy? Why is it good for the economy? There are a lot of different things. So again, I think politically we fall into these two camps as well.
And I think I mean for me, right, the big question that everybody has to ask themselves is there an answer out there? Is there some sort of worldview, right? I mean, the interesting thing is that, democracy, capitalism, systems of government, systems of economics, healthcare, all of this stuff is ultimately based on human beings. And is a human being knowable enough that you can figure out a structure of society that really makes sense?